Hey, 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 we are live. Good evening and happy Sunday. I have with me here today my coach, Sonia. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me on this live today.
Thank you for having me. Don't worry,
All
I'm just gonna share, okay? Don't mind me.
right. Okay, so you can take your time
I'm
and
just
share while I do the introductions, then you will
okay.
introduce yourself. So I'm here today to talk basically about why this is the best time to start an online business. This is the end of the year. What are your plans for 2026, first of all? So before I dive into much details, I just want to ask you a question that will, give you something to think about. And the question is basically, have you ever felt like you're doing everything right? Right? You're working hard, you're showing up, you're doing things consistently in your normal life, yet you're not having the kind of results that you want to see, especially as it comes to your finances, especially as it comes to maybe your time. You're so stressed out. You maybe you even see the money, like you have the money, the results are showing up in terms of finances, but it's something is not balanced somewhere, right? If that is you, then we're speaking to you today. So just stay with us. I want Sonia to introduce herself before we proceed to the main topic of the day. So thank you, Sonia, for joining me. So tell
Thank
us.
you for having me. Hi everyone. So my name is Sonia. I'm a mom of three adorable kids. I'm a child of God. I'm a registered nurse, and like every other person, I always use the word that we moved here for the greener pasture. But to be honest with you, you have to put your hands to work to actually paint the grass green. Okay,
Mhm.
and the reality always sets in when you see opportunities. We do pray for, pray for it, and when
Yeah,
it comes, some of us are not even able to recognize it. But I did recognize this opportunity, and I've been running this digital business for 3 years now. As
yeah.
God will have it, I'm a digital
Almost
business
4 years.
coach. I'm
Wow.
a coach on this platform just from a novice, from no experience, from not even knowing what I'm doing and finding myself here just because I wanted to give it a try. I say because if you
Mm.
don't try, you'll never know.
Yeah.
And that is how I found myself here. And I love the topic, like you mentioned, like finding yourself working, toiling with no results. Some you
Hmm.
might have results, but deep down you're not feeling fulfilled.
That's
Some of
right.
it, deep down you think something else is missing in your life. I should be doing something. And this is a time anyway where some people think, you know what, let me go back to school to change my career. You know
Mm.
what, let me start something. Is it an
Yeah.
African store? Is it a location business? Do I want to bake bread? Do I want to sell moi moi? Do I want a
Mhm.
lot of things people want to add to what they are doing?
Yeah.
In the new year for a different life. But you know what? Just sit back as we dive deep into this topic,
Yeah.
where all of us, including me, we're going to learn something new today.
Yeah.
And if you're watching us from any part of the world, let's know how global we are. Do put down in the comment section. And
Right.
what you learned today, if you watch this to the end, whether as a replay or you join us live, let
Yeah.
us know. And so we
Yeah.
can have different takeaway each other. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. So drop us a comment or you can even reach out to the DM if this really speaks to you, okay? So for me, I want to start with the fact that we're like the topic is very clear, right? Talks about the fact that why this is the best time to start an online business. So every generation always has a window of opportunity. I know how in the past we've talked about the fact that there was a time that it was land that was in the, when it was the agricultural age, there were factories. Then we got into the era of people climbing corporate ladder, and it was those people that used to climb the corporate ladder that were making the money. But now the generation has shifted. Like things have really been
Yeah.
disrupted. Let me use the word. Like it's a disruption, honestly. The internet came to disrupt all the ideals, all the things that we knew were, right? And this truth is the fact that we are still early in this stage of the internet era. So leveraging it now will be to your own advantage. Do you know that access has never been this low? Access to people, like a vast market. I made a post last week. I'm like, the internet is the largest marketplace you can ever find, where you're not even leaving your house, but yet you're reaching out to any and everybody in the world, right? Depending on where you choose to. So before now, there used to be maybe large startup costs for a business. You will need your physical location, you will need staff, you will need inventory, product, shipping it up and down, or whatever it is. But today, all you need for an internet business, an online business, is your phone, your laptop, and of course, you have to learn how it works because you cannot, if you go and write maths exam, and you don't know the algebra, you will fail it, right? So you have to
Yeah.
understand how it works in the online space. And therefore, you have to learn digital skills. So with your phone, your laptop, your digital skills, and of course, that mindset to really win, right, is what you need to be able to win in the online space. So this is like access to a world of people,
Yeah.
but at a low entry cost. You know what I mean? When I say low entry cost, it means that you're not having to set up anything huge, just a website, like an online platform, and then you're good to go. Sonia, what do you have to say?
This is a time like there's I think it's a video by this lady I sent where she said, if anyone struggles in this time or if you're poor, is your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Because this era have gone beyond, I didn't know, I didn't see, or I
Yeah,
didn't hear.
yeah,
Because the information are everywhere on the internet.
very,
And
yes.
honestly, you can rarely or barely find someone without an Android phone.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum. You can rarely
Exactly.
find, because I don't think these days phones without internet. I don't know whether it's the security people that have that, but it's still walking, talking anyway. But everybody's on the internet.
Yeah.
Old, young, medium, high, rich, poor. Everybody's on the
Everybody.
internet. So this
Yes.
is the time that a lot of people, nobody can complain that they don't have information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because all the information you find here,
Out
as she
there.
mentioned, she said she got all her trainings are from the internet. She
Mm-hmm.
left her job because the internet was paying her more than her job. So if anyone complains of being poor, it's your fault. And I'm going
Yeah.
to use that word categorically.
Yeah.
If you complain, you don't know how to do one skill of the other, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of information we can get both on YouTube,
Out.
on Google, on even Facebook. Now, TikTok, young children do demo of some things. Someone will
Mm-hmm.
tell you, TikTok made me buy this and all that because
Mm.
this is the largest marketplace. Okay.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
until you're ready for your own voice to be heard or you're ready to dominate it,
Mm.
honestly, you keep living this life of mediocrity because embrace it now
Yeah.
or never. Because
Mm-hmm.
at this point, whether you choose to or not, you're already here. Okay. If you're
Yes.
watching it and if it's a platform where you think, okay, you know what, I want to go to bed, let me just put myself to sleep to scroll through. Something is always calling you. There's
Mm-hmm.
always something that's selling that is going on and you like it, you click, you
Yes.
add it to cart. It's
Yeah.
the biggest, largest marketplace where you can choose to take advantage of it or
Mm.
it takes advantage of
Of
you.
you. Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
you either choose the one you want, take
Mm.
advantage of the innovations you see now, or
Yeah.
it take advantage of you. Okay,
Exactly.
this is a time, like I mentioned in the beginning, this is a time where no one has no excuse. All right, so even if you start today, the internet is not saturated, it's filled
No.
with less opportunity, and we all excellently and uniquely made that we all have different things to bring to the table. If
Mm-hmm.
okay, I can't be Sarah, she can't be me,
Yeah.
have voice of authority or whatever. I can't do that. I can only sound like me. So
Yeah.
every one of us are made in our own likeness and our own image. And
Yes.
don't think you don't have anything to give. Christ has given every one of us talents,
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah.
And some of us have not even scratched or used it since our lifetime.
Exactly.
When we have a platform, like Apostle Selman said yesterday, last week in one message I put
Yes.
up, and he said, even when we pray for these rich people who invented this platform for something,
Mm.
nothing will happen to them because they're
I,
actually using it to further the gospel. So,
yes.
what message are you using this platform for? Are you
Exactly.
a consumer or you're one person who is earning from it? Okay.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
going on my business page, for some reason, I've never been into this monetization thing. I don't know, the page grew to 35K. And
Mm.
they're now, when they're forcing you to please
To monetize.
legalize what you've
Mm-hmm.
started.
Started.
And they're like, you have money. I'm like, money, how? I just post my thing because I want to
Mm.
post it. But the era
Imagine
of,
you
okay,
just leveraging the internet.
leveraging it to run my business, you have another source of income on the
Yeah.
side. And that is not even my focus. Like whenever I'm not even onto the content creating thing, I found myself doing it because of my business.
Business,
That's
yes.
to tell you that you're even rewarded with your time here. Your
Imagine.
time on this platform is not a waste. So
Yeah.
if you use this to distract yourself, if you've never used this and you think, oh, what would they say? How would they? Please, nobody is saying this is a platform where even the forefathers or your village people are leveraging to sell their cassava, to sell whatever they are
It's
making.
anything, pap, they're selling it all the way from home back home.
They're leveraging it to make
Yeah.
sales of their things and make themselves known in
Yeah.
what they are doing. And you are still limiting yourself based on
Mm.
what you think
Mm-hmm.
the years past has been.
Yeah.
Well, if you come out here, the world will see you and then bring out something for them to, take from you. If
Yeah.
it's not your wisdom, have something here that we can afford to get that you are being known for. Because
Mm-hmm.
trust me, the era of what I'm hiding is no more. Because when you put your name on Google, as long as you have an email, your record
Everything
is going
comes
to
out.
start.
In fact, now AI will help them to make a concise summary of you. Yes, and
As
bring it
long
all
as
out.
you have
So
it
you're
and
already out
your
there.
email,
Yeah. If you're
you are
not
there.
earning from this space, from the
Yeah,
online space, you're really missing out
yeah,
on what God has made available in this time. So we are here to open up your eyes to see beyond what you may have been seeing
exactly.
before
Yes.
now concerning the online space, honestly.
Yeah,
Really,
because
yeah.
there's a lot of people that want to, a lot of people that leverage LinkedIn for job opportunities. Now you
Mm-hmm.
see that those things are coming to this platform where it's more like a content platform. Even
Yes.
the LinkedIn has turned to a content
It is
platform,
now a social media platform. Yes.
not just
Content
for
creation.
for job
Exactly.
seekers and all
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
building your portfolio isn't just there. Build your portfolio in whatever platform you find yourself,
Yes.
because that is your marketplace. And you
Yes.
just have to dominate wherever you are. So it's not about I don't want to, it's about how do I leverage a system to
Mm-hmm.
actually get the desired result that
Yeah.
I want for myself. So no
Yeah.
more hiding, no more asking yourself, okay, I will do Yahoo, I will not do Google because they'll not you use all and your stays at stake here. But it's all
Yeah.
about you. This is a time for you to do that. Whether you're a preacher, whether you're a teacher, whatever thing, this is a platform that you can do that effortlessly. It's the
Yeah.
same data you consume, it's the same
Mm-hmm.
data you use and do those things. Okay. And the
Yeah.
time now, willingness to learn,
Mm-hmm.
willingness to implement what you've learned to it, and
Yeah.
also willingness to be you, do you. There's
Mm-hmm.
no reason for you to have that imposter syndrome because we are all wonderfully and uniquely made. So be
Yes.
you, do you, and the world will be a very great place for all of us to dwell in. Okay?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. I mean, the summary of this is that while people are busy scrolling online, you can use it and leverage it to your own benefits. Okay. People are learning online every day, shopping online, networking online, watching others, right? Getting advice, getting consultation. Things are basically happening like a marketplace every day. So it's not a question of will this online business work for you? It's for you to say, okay, how can I come and learn what others are doing and do the same thing too? And, start my own business and scale it. Okay. So for me, right, I've always been a career person. This is my 15th year in the tech industry. And if you know anything about climbing the corporate ladder, you're going at a pace where you're going to be paid what they call like increase every year, right? Sometimes it's not even every year. For whatever period they do an appraisal, they pay you. But guess what? There was a time I mean I really did a lot for that. This particular example I want to use for the company, right? The CEO all the way from Texas was the one that emailed, like they sent me a letter of congratulations or recognition and all of that. By the end of the day, I think it was like 2% raise. My sister. I was flabbergasted. And the kinds of projects I handle are $1 million projects. But what came was just nothing to write home about. So if you think that maybe just your degree these days will earn you so much, it's not enough. You have to learn the skills that are paramount in this age to be able to make a success for yourself. I didn't even know you were off already.
I had to refresh my system. I don't know what happened. My
Okay.
camera went
Yeah.
off a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Like I was just going on and on. But yeah. So the point here is this: you have to learn a skill that is valuable in this day and age, and that is the digital skills. Okay, so that you too can also do the same. For you're teaching other people how to do the same, and you're going to be earning from it. So, Tonya, maybe you can talk about time, and you can even relate to your own example, right? How maybe you didn't used to have time. I know that was something that was very, very, that's what led you, like drove you into the online space,
Oh
right?
my goodness. Yeah, like sometimes when no when you say you don't have time, honestly, it's not about us not having time, it's about prioritizing right.
Yeah.
What do I mean by that? I remember immediately it's time for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing we all do? Woo! We go check our phones.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us will check in first before we even go wash our hands to get our food to go for lunch.
Yeah.
So for me, I always look at it this way. Before I got started, I didn't have that. So when people say time, like I didn't have it. Or let's say I didn't know how to prioritize right. Because I
Mm-hmm.
still spend time on this thing, honestly. Like I still go check my phone the next time, like, okay, I'll just scroll whatever I need to scroll. By the time you're scrolling, you already spent an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
people actually live here freely than they live in their own house.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when some people are working night shift. Night shift, once they are done, okay, let's say in the healthcare. Once they are done settling their patient and all that, the next thing, they're done documenting. So when people say they don't have time, it's about what are you doing with your time?
Mm-hmm.
In that afraid chunk of time that you say, oh, I don't have time. Because the difference is doing something productive with it,
Mm-hmm.
learning a skill and actually implementing it,
Yeah.
or just sitting down to have your fun and scroll through the contents that you see here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, those days where I always tell myself I don't have time, I realize, you know what, that my 1 hour can actually
Mm.
be a huge difference in my business. And
Yeah.
that's what I started implementing. So
Mm-hmm.
that 1 hour is actually when I look through, well, who do I have to? I have not answered their query, I will do it. And that's the place I will tell you, you know what, just send in voice note of your questions. I can reply you after
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with work. Maybe when I'm going home
Yeah.
or you're already at home. If it's a good time, I'll reply you. Okay. So I use a chunk of my break period to do this. And a lot
Wow.
of time when I see people don't have time, when I was going through this business, let's say the early part of the stuff, if you
Yeah.
don't go through my page, I was on maternity and heavily pregnant, and I was still back to back in my full time school.
Mm.
Okay, like I have everything, and if you know nursing, you know that it's not a walk in the park. It will not beans. So you have to really intentionally be present. Now I'm studying. I have a baby. I have pictures. I'm on the bed breastfeeding, and I have my laptop open. So either
Mm.
I'm listening to a voice lecture or I'm doing something about my business. But I wanted it to make it work because
Yeah.
having option in life for me is a necessity.
It
Okay.
is.
That's because if you know what life is, when you leave these children to the cold hands of the society or the street to raise them, you will
Yeah.
never have that time. And what
Mm.
is the work like, for example, as a healthcare worker? If I'm going to start up my shift 7 or 7:30, I will have to leave the house maybe 6:30 or maybe
Mm.
6.
Early
Okay.
enough.
Now, leaving in that early enough to kind of go in and take health records from whichever that is handing over before you start. Now,
Yeah.
you already left these children in bed. You
Mm-hmm.
didn't pray with them. You didn't have your blessings. They don't have your blessings on them for the day.
Okay. Mm.
You have wizard off.
You
Now
ran
you
off.
get back home. By the time you're back home, you yourself are
You're
exhausted to even.
tired.
Now you're forcing yourself to drag yourself to the kitchen. What do you even have to eat? Let me go and sleep so I can rotate it. Now, by the time you're doing it, once you say in Jesus' name, your eyes is closed.
Done for the
You're
day.
not intentionally present, and that is the reality of a lot of us who work back to back with
Mm.
extras. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is for the kids. Now, you as a person, you never turn on this light, and the
Mm.
next thing you say we are burnt off for mental health.
Mm.
You're exhausted because it's
Yes.
a
Break
role that you have to critically be thinking on your feet all the time.
all the
If
time.
they're not abnormal vitals or values, you need to think, why is this happening? What is it happening before you even convey or escalate the case? So you are always using this head and you never turn it off. And if you ask anyone, especially those of them that work in ICU, they will tell
Mm.
you that beep even in their head as they sleep.
Mm.
So it's a continuity of lifestyle year in, year
Yeah.
out, non-stop. Do we
Non-stop.
enjoy this job? Of course. But the point is, it comes at the expense of our health.
Yeah.
Now, I have some of my people who do palliative home care hospice. They will tell you that if they've worked with 80%, maybe half, 50% are nurses.
Mm-hmm.
because they end up not even taking care of themselves or not realizing when something is going wrong
Yeah.
to actually go into care. Because
Right.
all the time at the feet, not at the feet, you are attending to somebody at the, back to back like that. Now, this
Yeah.
is just in healthcare where I will tell you I'm used to.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
what am
oh,
I trying
yeah.
to say? Well, I don't know why this goes. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
Okay, so my camera just went off. So what
Mm.
we're trying to say here is this, okay? It's not about whether you want to or not. This is the right fit for you.
Yes.
Whether
Yeah.
you're counting
Yes.
yourself being old, this is the time for you. There's never old age here in
Mm-hmm.
this platform.
Yeah.
Because if you could go through, some of you have been here on Facebook for 10 years, 12 years, and
Mm-hmm.
you never leverage this platform. Okay? So it's no
Yeah.
more time for you just to use this for fun or for
Mm-hmm.
distraction. It's
Exactly.
time for you to
Time to use.
leverage it
Yeah.
and build a sustainable income and also a life as well.
Yeah.
Because we, the young ones, we want to hear from you. Your wealth of wisdom is something that we cannot just whistle. You
Yeah.
have it in you to teach us what life now is, even with
Exactly.
innovations, how we
Exactly.
can still stay attuned to the culture, to
Mm-hmm.
societal values that we have. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
your voice can be heard. Your
Yeah.
voice is what we need, and you uniquely be you to dish out that wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah,
And yeah, we're really here to teach you how to leverage the online space to make it a success for yourself. Sonia, right here, she's almost 4 years in the business. She has not worked for 3 years, right, Sonia? Over three
yeah,
years,
yeah.
haven't worked in this country, in this same abroad that people break their backs. They don't even see their children. They don't even see their spouses, right? They're all over the place. And here are some people who have quit the corporate world or the whatever, like, the job life, and are now living fully doing their business online and making a success, which is even more than what you would earn if you were just doing a corporate job.
Yeah.
So this is really a call to you. If you know that you're that person that is tired of trading your time for money, of having that cap on your salary, that it's not even enough. You have your mortgages, your bills to pay, you're tired of choosing your work over your family, right? This is the right time to build something. And the beautiful part is you build it once and you can keep earning. Like with time, it's
Yeah.
going to grow for you. So that's why this is the best time to start. As we're getting into the new year, this is where you need to start thinking, what should I be doing with my time? It's not just any kind of business you should go into. Go into a business that will strategically position you and your finances for the future. And let me ask you a question now. The cost of starting now or waiting, I'm not sure which one you would choose, right? Because the cost of waiting is actually very high.
Yeah.
Things are really moving fast. You're not sure what tomorrow holds in terms of, I'm not saying anything bad will happen, right? But most people will keep saying, I'll start when I'm ready. But readiness does not come just like that. You have to be the one to make that decision and just move, right? When you move, according to what Sonia said, I think you said it recently, that success loves speed. It was yesterday, I think you said it, right? If you know that you really want to be successful in this online space, you need to leverage what we call speed. Just make the decision and get the information that you need so that you can start to earn, and make success for yourself in this. So we're going to wrap it up because I know time is fast spent. Thank you, Sonia, for your time. Maybe you can just wrap it up,
You're
then we can
welcome. Yeah, I always said the only way to get ahead in life is to get started.
get
That
started.
dream that you want is
Yeah.
achievable, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah.
truth is, if where you're working isn't your family company, it's not your
Mm-hmm.
husband's own,
Mm.
okay? You're
Yeah.
more like a passerby. Because, like I said, you can go to work today and
Yeah,
that position is no more required
exactly.
when you're out of the door.
Yes.
You think maybe your line of career is something that they can't do without it because that is the norm of a lot of healthcare worker. My
Mm-hmm.
sister, if you anything happen now, you know the drill. They'll pick
Yeah.
up the phone and call anybody
Themselves.
available from the agency. They're not even
Yeah.
standing up for 1 minute anything.
No one is indispensable anymore for
No
these
one
people.
is
Yeah. Yeah.
indispensable.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's high
So the only
time
way you
we
can make
do
yourself indispensable for yourself is to build
self,
something for yourself in your name. And
build
it's
something
actually
for
like a
you.
business that is willable to your children, building a legacy. Like the benefits are just endless. I could
That's
go
what
on
I'm
and on.
saying. This online is just what you need, okay?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if anything happens to you, you can't go to your traditional location. It has to
Mm-hmm.
be the online. And like I shared with you today, I said most people who actually scaled is with no excuse, with zero excuse. They
Yeah.
scaled in the hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes,
because when all going is tough, you have to use what what
what
you
you
have
have.
to even achieve that purpose and your dream. So
Yeah.
whatever you might be it that you're not good in your health, you're looking for something to do that will give you the time,
Yeah.
be it that you're looking for safety nets to plan for the future, be it that you want something flexible to reduce your hours, be it that you want something of your own, this is the
Mm-hmm.
time to get started now. Okay?
Right.
Because the
Yeah.
future you actually want is in the now,
Is in the
not in
now.
tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
is in the now. And
Yeah.
you know that thing that you keep telling yourself, I don't think I can do this. Honestly, you can. It's still the
Mm.
same thing you do every day. It's still the
Yeah.
same platform that you grace us with your
Every
presence, your beautiful
day.
pictures every
Yes.
day. It's still the same tools that you're going to use. All right. So I
Yeah.
hope we see on the inside, like we always say, you watch
Yes.
the same information section that we watched 3 years. I watched 3 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
this thing we make it even easier. All right. If you have
Mm-hmm.
any further questions, reach out. We can
Yes.
go on a Zoom with you to walk
Yeah.
you through it step by step. No
Exactly.
fluff, no gatekeeping, no anything. You ask your question, and if it's the right fit for you, you
Yeah,
go for
we can start. Yeah. So Dominic Royal, thank you for reaching out. You were asking how you can start. I'll definitely reach out to you after this live session and I can give you more information on how you can start. Okay. So if there's anybody else that's watching on the replay, you can either leave a comment or you can just reach out to me in my DM and we'll respond to you promptly. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to us today. And the year is wrapping up fast. May God bless the remaining part of your year and give you a brand new start that will wow you in the next year. So make wise choices to do the right things that you know will propel you for a greater future. So thank you and have an amazing night rest.